just like, okay, we're just like I had like a bunch of shit we were doing, and there was a whole point where it's like, okay, I'm downstairs, bottom, we're filling cartons. Someone is upstairs helping Rhett pull like build like the little rolly carts of liquor so they can finish the cases the cartons once they get upstairs, right? And just going and going and filling carts, putting them upstairs, doing great, and then I realized that like, when I get to like the upstairs portion of the order, it just has a random string of numbers and not the name of a rolly cart. That's weird. And it occurs to me, wait a minute, no one is helping Red upstairs. And I go upstairs and Red has a single cart of alcohol. As you go, like, I just started because no one's up here helping me. I had to put all the cases upstairs away by myself, and I thought, wait, no one helped you? Who's supposed to be up here with you? And I run downstairs and go to the office, and Zach is supposed to be up there. And I thought, where the fuck is Zach? Where's this asshole? Where'd he go? Oh shit! I'm dead.
I'm gonna come up. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. Hold on. I'm all the way in the back of the house. Hold on. I'm coming up. I'm coming up.
I've been waiting for this.
Are all of you dead? Oh shit. Oh shit! Oh, there he is. I couldn't see him in time.
We'll
Alright.
we'll finish. We'll
Fen,
the last one.
Well, why don't you grab a snack?
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Good luck.
But it's really funny because it's like, wait a minute, where is he? Like, and Brett's just like, oh, he's probably just pulling oddball. He's doing a completely different task because he didn't look at the production. We were given different jobs, but like half of us didn't look at the sheet, so no one knew what they were doing, and they just did what they were doing yesterday. And Jeff didn't tell us that we had different jobs that day. And he just comes walking upstairs to check up on us, sees that we're behind upstairs. I'm talking to Rhett, like, what the hell are we gonna do? Are we gonna have to go get him and bring him here ourselves? And we're like, Jeff. He was like, what's going on? Like, Zach isn't here. He's supposed to be up here, but like he's doing something else. And he goes, oh, well, he just looks at me and he goes, well, Hunter, are you how far are you along downstairs? And I'm like, well, we finished 150 card. And he's like, well, probably should just stay up here and help Brett then. I go, okay, I guess I'll do that. There's only 2 people downstairs. It's not gonna go very fast. And then Brett's just like, but like, it's just me up here. Like, how am I gonna get through this? And he just looks at him and goes, you're the guy who does everything, doesn't he? And he just goes, yeah. Okay, well, just go help him out, Hunter. It'll be fine. So, like, literally the wrong people are doing the wrong jobs, completely unplanned, and he just like looks at us and goes, it'll be fine.
That
He just
sounds
like walks
my
away.
boss. He sucks. I can tell he sucks.
But you know what? He didn't yell at anybody, and it turned out fine. We finished the run in about 2.5 hours, which is about in line with what we're supposed to do. So, so everything worked out. But if it was Lucas, I'm just imagining he would be up there and he just go, we just go, what the fuck? Like, where's Zach? He's like, he's not here. Like, fuck, shit. Just help now. What? Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
You're gonna die here. I'll mail you back to the agency.
Oh, that's cool.
Huh.
Storytelling.
did you ever want to learn to tell stories? Not writing, but telling stories. I'm just
Cool.
imagining that you go into the university classroom, you like pass the lecture halls. And he goes, okay, 121. That's my class for storytelling. And you open the door. It's just like it's like the pitch black night, but like lit by a campfire. And your professor is sitting in around the campfire, just wearing no shirt and banging a drum. I see you've come to learn the ways of the storyteller. Come sit by the fire, and I will tell you a story. It's like, oh, this is like, are we gonna learn how to write? No, this is not a writing class. This is a storytelling class, and so we're gonna go back to the ancient ways of storytelling.
Hey guys,
And
can
we,
I see that
which,
booklet? Bro.
oh, okay.
Front door. Everyone died at the front door. On the stairs.
Yeah, literally the front door.
Yeah, he was waiting for us.
You should have brought
Oh
more.
shit! Oh, that fucking ghillie suit.
It is. Oh no, his dick is still out. It's still 16.
He just blends in. Like he's
Motherfuckers.
hiding in the corner. I thought he was a scarecrow or a piece of trash.
Why would a scarecrow have a penis?
Roger that.
It was, I was wondering why I didn't see him.
Got an officer down.
Roger that.
That's all of us.
Oh, he got all of us. That's because he put straw all over his deck. To blend in, and his house is all green and shit.
Nice. Oh, did we get an S rank?
Ben, you didn't report one of our dead bodies.
But you know that was
Damn
really
it.
close. That was really close to.
That
an
was
S
really
rank.
Very close.
That was actually a pretty good job.
Although, it's very good. Hey, you didn't tell us,
All of us dying.
Officer Fenn. You did not tell us that a third officer was killed. That is a just short enough of it. That's rank. You get an A plus. Like Fenn just has like the
Oh,
1,000
three of
yard.
us were there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Do. Caesar's car dealership. Coastal Medical Center. Did you want to go back to? Let's see. We've S ranked almost every map except for the crack house. But I don't really want to go back to the crack.
Hell no.
Did you want to go to the? No.
It's long and annoying.
Barricade. All right, we'll go to Brixley's talent time again.
Yeah. So what was it? Okay. Hmm.
I was wedged between you two guys like the Three Stooges. I was trying to signal one of you to move. All right.
Drop your weapon. I said, drop your weapon. I said
All
now.
right. Got one surrender.
Nice.
Watch the alley. Watch.
Cuffed and secure. She's
Yep.
not going anywhere.
Looking at the perimeter.
Is it-
I don't want to hear it.
Cool. Going indoors.
Copy, entry team.
Get down. I want to get down. I want to see hands. Put your hands up. Drop your weapon. Get your hands up. Get down. I want to see hands. Police, hands up. Hands up. Do it now. Hands up. Do it now. Get on the ground now. Police, get down.
Contact is restrained.
I'm a private investigator.
Suspect is secure and ready for pickup.
All right. I have 2 civilians in this room, so watch your fire.
Copy, entry team.
Cuffed and secure.
Okay.
She's not
Civilian
going
down.
anywhere.
Looks like it won't make it.
hell are you doing?
Copy that, entry team.
Contact is
Doing my
restrained.
job, sir.
What's going
Copy
on?
that.
Looking through here.
No hard feelings. Just doing our job.
Roger, entry team.
Suspect in the lobby.
The police. Hands up now. It's the police.
Ma'am, please get down.
Hands up now.
The hell was that?
Drop your weapon. Get
Lady, looks like you already got it.
The way
Yep.
gets locked up.
Put your hands up. Hands up now. Drop your down on your knees. Hands up.
Closing this door. For a minute. Screening.
Hands up. Above your head. Hands up. Drop your knees. Good to go for evac. Roger, entry team. Hands up.
Is it going to get sorted out?
Copy, entry team.
I'll turn down. The suspect outside
Okay.
the door, Finn.
We've got an
Hold on, let me
Get
just.
down. I want to see hands.
Oh
Copy
no.
that, entry
The
team.
guy ran outside.
Put your hands up.
Oh god, goddamn! Did he have to pick our police raid to
Get down.
to run an Iron Man now?
I'm gonna try to get the guy on the roof or whatever. I think he ran to the roof. I'm not sure.
All right.
Police, hands up.
Go to hell, motherfucker!
I don't see him.
Must have gotten the wrong address.
He's not on the roof. I'm gonna go into. Uh-oh.
Drop your weapons. Hands up. Do it now. Hands up. Do it now. Get on the ground now.
Going down.
I'm here to pick up a payment. Everything's good.
Sitting duck.
Drop it now. Drop the weapon now. Police, get down. Get on the ground now.
Oh shit.
We've got an officer unresponsive. Affirmative, entry team.
Press
We've got this
FTL.
under control.
My legs are broken.
Civilian good to go for evac.
You better not do anything weird.
Trailers.
I swear to God, if you do anything weird.
He's like, instead of pulling out a knife, he just like starts jacking off,
What do you say?
like right there. He's like, well, I'm not being aggressive.
Calm down.
Like I told you not to do anything weird.
Sorted out?
Suspect secured. Roger, entry team
Arrest.
secured. Great work, entry
You
team.
did everything, ma'am. You did everything. Okay, just give me a second. Oh, okay, so I just have to rescue the civilian.
Le Cévelion.
Civilian.
Le Cévelion. Oh god. Fuck. Remember I told you about the hostler, the guy who told about all of the guns and knives and ammunition he collects.
Guns and ammunition.
Yeah, the Tejano from Tejas.
I don't believe I remember.
He's the guy who's like talking about, yeah, man. I like knives. I have 14,000 knives, but then after my dad died, my brother and all my brothers came in. They took my knives and they said, this is my dad's knife. He wouldn't want me to have it. And now I only have a few.
Hmm.
Told me the story. He told
Oh,
me
yeah,
the story
that
about told me the story about the guy who had so much ammo it caved in. The ammunition was caving in his floors, so he had to reinforce his floors. Anyways, he says, "Yeah, my old lady, she surprised me with a gift. Oh, what'd she get you?
I think we had a
Got me a 12.
misunderstanding back there.
Got me a 12 gauge." He was like, "She got you another 12 gauge shotgun? Yeah, Mossberg. Oh, okay, and it's like you just told me that like you have two 12 gauge shotguns already, one next to your bedroom door, one underneath your wife's bed, and now your wife got you a 12 gauge, so you can sleep with one under your bed, so you have 3 shotguns in your bedroom."
Where is this person? Okay, one more look inside and then I'm going outside.
And again, he has the 45
did.
revolver.
I did, Finn.
He also had the 45 revolver under his pillow, but he was just telling me about this third shotgun, these 4 guns he has in his bedroom now. And he goes, "Yeah, and also I have these. Yeah, also I have these shotgun shells. They can go through body armor." And I go, "Really? Is it like a slug?" He's like, "No."
Recorded. No, whatever.
He goes, "No, it's like a buckshot, but
Mugshot.
it's steel ball bearings. It's steel ball bearings and not lead, so it can just go through Kevlar."
It's
I went, "Oh shit."
in the lobby. Maybe not. Oh, God. I thought that wasn't. Anyway. Door locked. Kick it. Or not. Whatever.
Aw.
Nails
Aw.
are broken.
Brookie legs gotta use the lockpick.
Why can't I just use my shoulder or something? That's not shattered yet.
Let's say, but your shoulder is held up by your legs. It would look funny if you like tried to shoulder check the door, but your knees like folded backwards underneath you. It's like, oh shit, that was a mistake.
I was so sure.
They're gonna be in that. A mom is gonna have hiding in this janitor closet.
Oh, this is upstairs. I only reported one of you dead.
Oh, the gun. Grab the gun. There we go.
Okay. This one's arrested. These two are arrested.
Listen, man, I got spooked by you was all. You came in here with guns. I just reacted.
You didn't have to react with more guns, that's for sure.
The actual. What's funny is that the actual law is that like
Roger that.
police have to like if they're like they can't be in your house without a warrant. So if a cop tries to break into your house, basically with no warrant, then like if castle doctrine is the law of the land where you live, then you earn your rights to shoot that cop if they just break into your house without a warrant. So that
We can shoot them
Well, that's-
back.
we'll shoot them back.
Gary arrested. You're zip tied. You're arrested. Where's this extra civvy?
Are they gonna be outside the building?
Maybe. Maybe I didn't look hard enough outside.
You should look with greater intensity.
Police, hands up!
don't have to arrest a person outside, do I? Just a random person
that's
waiting for the bus on the street.
That's a cool
You're
mural.
arrested. What
You.
did I do? You were standing too close next to a crime scene.
You were wearing sweatpants outside.
How dare you wear sweatpants outside? You only wear sweatpants if you're jogging outside. Okay, I'm gonna go
It's like
back
you're
to
under
the
arrest.
roof. Maybe I missed something on the roof.
You're under arrest for wearing basketball shorts in the rain.
It's way too cold to be wearing basketball shorts. Go back and change, Sunny boy.
All right, Sonny Jim. Time to take you to the big house. It's fucking. I do not want to go to the dick house. Don't take me to Sidewinders. One of the places we deliver to is a place called Sidewinders, and can you guess why it's called that? BT.
Why?
It's because someone once mistaked it for a food place, and their friends had to tell them, no, that is not a restaurant. Do not buy food there. It is.
Thunder or
It is a.
shotgun?
It's a Chippendale. It's like a place where male dancers dance for your amusement in the nude, wearing a cowboy hat.
Interesting.
So they swing around their sidewinders.
Ah.
So we deliver alcohol to them, right? So some of them, yes, and some of the merchant, yes, yeah, because they sell alcohol there. So we deliver there.
I'm starting closing doors. Alright then.
And so one day Lucas was like sort of like talking about how, what the fuck is this? And he looked at this big like cardboard standee of a buff naked man wearing a cowboy hat and with a Speedo on. Just this big cardboard standee. He goes, what the fuck is this? And it just says Sidewinders on it. And it's part of the merchandising stuff that we have, right? That we sort of deliver to our customers. And he's like looking at this naked, this like buff gay cowboy, and he's looking at this. Now I'm looking at this. I'm wondering which driver can I fuck with by putting it in his truck, so that when he opens up the back of his truck, he just sees the gay cowboy staring back at him, grinning with sexual energy. Like just one day, just going like, "What the fuck? What is that?" Put that there.
We did, but we're running out of maps to play.
Indeed. Oh god, man. So yeah, that was fun. I was like, which driver can I put this gay cowboy Sandy?
Arrested. You are arrested.
And I just go like, so which driver can I put this thing in? And which driver's truck can I put this in? He goes, put it in Michael's truck. And he just looked at me and says, what, your dad? Yeah. Is he gonna be pissed at you? He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, sure, whatever. Oh, yeah, fine. He can be mad at me. That's fine. It's gonna still be funny, though.
I'm not like. There's not like an invisible civilian, is there?
No.
Where is this person? Oh, that's a ginormous Connect board. Connect 5.
Connect 5.
Yeah. Just for a little bit, what is it? They wanted to say happy birthday to Dad, and it was Uncle Ben's birthday, and then they stayed a little bit, and then they left. I think to drop off a present.
Oh, cool.
Carrie
Didn't Didn't get to talk to Brian much, huh?
Where are you taking me?
5 centimeters to the left. Yeah, my room was too messy to hang out in. Carriers.
Ah, I see.
Mom told us to stay in there. Where is
What?
my room?
Why'd you get grounded? Oh, you had to host. Did you have to host Brian, like a formal guest or something? And
Yeah.
he's like, okay, that reminds me when I visited
Yeah.
you guys.
I was. I thought that was a civilian. That garbage bag.
That's trash bag Coon. He was
Trash
he
bag
was just
gun.
he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Don't arrest him.
Dang it, trash bag kun.
I just
You
got
are
remembered.
arrested.
I just remember visiting you guys up in Washington State, and I remember like just
You
the
are
day before I
arrested.
remember the day before I left. Your mom made breakfast, and then like she told me to go sit down at the dining table. She says, please sit down. Because okay, thank you. And I sat down and ate. And she said, Gilbert, go sit down. Go sit down with Hunter. Why? Go sit down with Hunter and eat. She like made her grown ass son sit at the dinner table to keep me company. So she basically just did that to you, Jocelyn. Go sit down with Brian. Mom, go sit down with Brian.
Wait!
If you ever invite people to the server, use my gamer tag.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry. Damn it. I keep forgetting that we have like one person who isn't in like the circle or whatever. But yeah, sorry. Yeah, Ube. Anyway.
I don't want people to know who I am. I am the knight.
You're a Darkwing Duck. I know.
Yeah, how did you know?
It was your raw charisma and like but that is mixing with your menacing shadowiness. The kind that frightens criminals.
Think we all got a little jumpy.
Are they in?
What
Oh! In the bathroom.
Damn.
I didn't check the bathroom.
Maybe you should have thought, what if they shouldn't?
Roger, entry team.
What if they in the
That
ladies'
they
room?
had a shitter here?
They only have one. They only have 2/3 of the shitter.
2/3. Wait. Self-complete. Did I forget a... Did I miss a gun?
Maybe you missed a gun.
Son of a bitch. This is annoying.
Oh, you know what? I know where it's at. Go through the door behind you.
Door behind me.
Gun on the ground right there.
Sure.
Forward. There it is. Yeah. You're standing on it.
I am?
Yeah, right. You're standing right on top of it. Just crouch and try to hold F. I think. Let's see. Yeah, I'm staring at a revolver on my screen. I'm sorry.
Oh, cool. I
Oh,
think
there
I
you go.
got
Excellent work, entry team.
Woo! Finally!
Offering tactical support for Darkwing Duck.
Support. Darkwing Duck. A plus? What? But I don't have any penalties.
One of the suspects got killed, and so he wasn't taken. So that was 10 fewer points than if we took him in alive.
How dare he die?
He got air-holed by one of his own dudes who like who shot him while he was trying to shoot you.
Well, that's that other guy's problem. Wanna try the gas station again? It's been a while.
Let's go to the For You gas station, just for you.
The aggressive shooters.
Raid. Raid Shadowland. We're going to raid we're gonna raid the offices of Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay, so Fen and Perfect, you go to the left, and then me and Sunbro go to the right, like last time. Or should we go to the left this time? Hello, Sunbro.
Huh? Yeah.
Sunbro.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Left or right?
Left.
Okay, okay. So me and Sunbro go left. Fen and P Diddy go right.
All right.
Entry team.
Fen can lactate.
Yeah. Men can lactate. You just gotta try. That's actually not a joke. Men can actually lactate, but it requires some effort.
Okay, in this area first.
Fucking pussy!
Get on the ground now.
All right, very
Drop
clear.
your weapons now! Fuck you! Yeah. Drop the weapons now! I had enough.
Ready when you are.
All right.
Get down and show me your damn hands. Get on the ground. Get down and show me your damn hands. Drop the gun. On the ground now. Drop the gun.
You have a right to remain silent.
Police, put your hands up.
Surrendered.
Roger, entry team.
Okay, looking at the dining.
Hands up. Do it now.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the dining
Then
area.
I'll say.
Let me see your hands.
Stop me.
Moving.
Drop it.
Police,
Suspect behind you.
drop your weapon.
Behind me.
I said
Get
it's
down.
the police.
Oh.
Yeah, I got him.
Hands up now.
Oh, sweet. I got his gun.
Suspect
Secured and
standing
ready
by
for
for
trailer.
transportation.
Copy, entry team.
I ain't do shit,
Hands
bro.
up. Drop to your knees.
You have a right to remain silent.
Put your hands up. Police, get down. Hands up above your
Down,
head.
civilian.
You need to
I know you
relax.
got a job to do, but I gotta get the hell out of here.
Okay,
Why do you
John.
like the hospital? It has so
Civilian is
many
secure.
rooms. It's so annoying.
Roger, entry team. Great. That's what they all say.
Okay, so let's go into the front of the store, the gas station part.
All right. Moving.
Weapon bagged and held for evidence.
Okay.
Copy. Clean house.
Someone in here.
No one in the freezer. Someone might have snuck out the back door though.
Hmm.
Civilian is expired. Repeat, civilian is.
All right.
Looking at the gas station.
Roger that. Entry. Get down and
Found
show me.
civilian in the
Hands up now.
convenience
Hands
Let me
up.
door.
see those hands.
Hands up. Hands up.
Oh, we've brought order to chaos, so put
I work here.
Hands up.
everything on safe.
Hands up. Above your head. Get down.
You'll be okay.
I got the store
It's
clerk.
only for now. Everything will be okay. Entry team.
Stay
He
still.
wanted money.
Great work, entry team.
We all know that you work
Civilian
here.
standing by for trailers.
Copy. Move on.
200 mullah.
Listen, if you let me go, I can get you a discount on Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Keep
What?
talking.
I can also get you a 2-liter Surge. Okay. What if I could tell?
Surge.
What if I could tell you I can get you a lifetime supply of Baja Blast?
Ah, now you're talking.
All right. But did you see? We got the dead body of the civilian. That was reported, I think.
Copy that. Put 'em.
Did we get all the weapons?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Nice.
So did we lose anybody? Nice.
Nice.
Excellent. All right.
Want to go back to Cherry
Yes.
Farm?
Let's see. Ugh. Let's see. What are our scores for that? So we S ranked both of those. So since we've S ranked almost all of them except for the crack house, did you want to go back to lethal? Would that be more?
We can
I said-
do Crack House one time.
What, okay, so what I was saying is that if we're not going to S rank any more places, did you want to switch back to lethal? Just for that. Profin, what do you think?
Wait, before we do that, okay, let's do the one that we didn't S rank, which is the Crack House, and then everything after we can switch back to lethal.
Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna do this by the books.
By the books.
By the books.
I wonder how lethal would look. Get down on the ground. Shoot someone in the leg. Doesn't respond. Get down on the ground. Shoot someone in the arm. Get down on the ground.
Get down on the ground.
Their
Like they're
arm.
like their legs are just like spraying like leaks, from like a water hose, just but it's just blood. There's like looking at you in the eye, just not unmoving.
Just hoping that they don't die so you can S rank. Can you S rank on lethal?
It's very unlikely. You basically have to shoot a suspect, not kill them, and have them surrender. They have to basically. They're like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you, pig." Shoot them in the stomach and go, "Ow, my tummy! I don't want to fight anymore." And they all have to do that, and none of them have to die from their wounds.
Oh, that's annoying.
So, very hard.
Cracker Barrel.
At least not the cracker house.
The Cracker House. Nothing over here.
God damn, this place is
Alright,
full of
then.
crackers.
It's the police. Hands up now.
Checking right,
Checking left.
moving toward.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Get on the ground now.
All right, we don't got anyone in the bedrooms or the bathroom downstairs.
Gun secure.
Cool.
You called the cops?
Found the package in the.
Like they didn't know.
Wait. Get on the ground. Police, get down. Hands up now. Hands up. Put your hands
Doing a
up.
remake
Hands
of.
down. Hands up now. Hands up.
Oh, I thought you were a granny.
Nope.
The
It's just
civilian looked like a granny from behind.
Stay where
You called the cops?
suspect up the stairs.
Okay, I'm
Run
just
gas.
resting.
secured.
Copy that. Get down and show me. Get down and show me your hands. Hands
Throwing
up.
grenade.
Get down and put your hands where I can see them. Hands up. Get down and put your hands up.
Cops!
Hands up.
Get arrested. It's medicinal.
I want to see the weapon.
I got two suspects here. I got 3 suspects. 2 of them surrendered. Third one in up here in the bathroom. Shit.
Hands up now.
All right.
Upstairs.
Got
We have 3 suspects.
one suspect arrested.
2 suspects arrested.
I don't want to hear it. Copy that.
Got his gun.
This what you signed up
Okay,
for?
3rd suspect arrested.
Trailers.
Call it to someone who cares.
Roger. Trailers in.
We got a
Let
suspect.
me
Okay,
see
I have
your
2
hands.
guns.
Roger that.
This
I
Just end up for
fucking hell.
pig.
Guns. I
Tell it
can't
to someone
find
who
the guns.
cares.
Copy. Move on.
Where'd you throw your fucking gun?
Oh, I found it right here. It's a Makarov. Okay, one,
That's two.
2,
Where's the third gun?
3. Right here in the bathroom. So we got 3 guns for 3 suspects, and we didn't get a false surrender. So,
Okay.
alright, so this room is clear. Look.
Yeah, just make sure that
Let's
everyone
stick out.
we don't leave until we get their guns
Let's
because
stick out.
I don't want to search for it anymore.
Alright, so to signify that all 3 of these people have been checked, that I put glow sticks next to all of them.
Alright, let's go to the left
See-
of the stairs now.
All right, let's stick out.
Nothing here.
Are you okay? Did someone hurt you today? Perfect.
Don't shoot.
Oh shit!
Police, hands
God.
up. Drop your weapon now.
Alright, he's got 2 sets of guns.
Hands up. Get down and put your
Did he
hands.
say
Police, put
hooray
your hands
and
up.
then blow himself up?
I don't want to hear it.
Great work, entry team.
Oh.
Interesting.
So he had a sawed-off shotgun, and then he pulled out a Tech 9. I love that his shot his gun was like my backup. I got my double barrel right here.
Roger
Reported
that.
the little girl.
Light stick away. Get on the ground now.
Hey, okay, perfect. Remember you said a gun appeared on you? Which suspect were you talking about? Remember how you said a... Can you please come back to where it was? If you don't pick up a gun, you...
What the fuck?
They found us.
Alright.
Cops on the block.
Hands up now.
So you got one gun. Were both of these people suspects?
Police.
Only one of them were suspects?
Cops on the block.
Okay, so there's one gun collected right here. Evidence bag right there.
What the fuck?
Did he false surrender a weapon? Okay, so good. Pro got it. All right, did we completely sweep the upstairs?
Yes.
Okay, no more.
All right, so the other.
Now.
Got it,
Police,
chick. I give
hands
up.
up.
All right,
This one's
so
secure.
this guy should have one gun.
Do you even have a warrant?
Yeah, okay, buddy. You have the right to remain silent.
Got his gun?
1,
Hands up.
2.
Roger, entry
Nice.
team. Great.
Okay, there's still
Alright, let's pick
shooters
up, sir.
and there's still civilians. And then a meth package.
All right, through the tunnels. So your right side is dead and empty. All right, how about we have a team of 2 go left and a team of 2 go forward?
I'm already lost. I'm already lost. I'm kidding.
I am. All right, it's me and you, Ube.
Get your hands up. Drop it.
I'm not going back to jail.
secure.
Suspect in the tunnel. False surrender.
Okay.
I don't want to hear
I'll,
So this
I'll
guy
keep
should have two
shooting
guns.
at him if he does anything.
Work, entry team.
Get down, I wanna see hands.
All right, excellent.
Roger that.
Hands up
Trailer.
above your head.
Nice.
All right,
Alright,
so
did you
okay,
weapon
gun.
and
This should. So this. Okay, second weapon. All right.
nice.
All right. All right, sweeping the house. All right, meth pack at the base of the stairs. Got it.
Nice. Copy, open it.
Oh, right. Did you find? So when you were in the tunnels and you said you couldn't find one of the guns, did you manage to find? Is it possible he had two guns? Okay. I found a second gun next to him. He had a knife.
Nice. How dare you have a knife?
Get down and put your
So
hands
he did
behind
have a
your
second gun and a knife.
Damn.
Why is he back? And why is it always this map? It's always this map.
There's just so much shit everywhere. Like the environment is literally just too busy.
It's like everyone's carrying a 3-piece.
It's two guns and a knife. That's just everybody.
2 guns and a knife. I hate these tunnels.
What'd you say to him?
You know the Tagalog word for ghost?
Ube, have you watched any new videos about the paranormal, by the way?
About what?
Have you watched any recent videos about the paranormal? Since last we talked about.
No, I don't believe so.
You can tell me. It's okay.
Do you have an extra knife?
Because as much as he tries to act stoic, he is also a very big child.
Yes.
It's the big child slap the hot sauce out of your hands the first chance he gets because he thinks it's fun. That I will never. That'll be like my last thought, like after, just before I die. Is just like thinking about how finicky slapped this hot sauce out of my hands in the Taco Bell.
When did this happen?
This is when I still lived up there, and we would basically went out to go buy Taco Bell for your house, so we can all have something to eat. And while we were waiting in line to get our order, I was looking at the sauces and I thought, ooh, I'm gonna grab some of the hot sauce, right? But I thought, what if people in the house don't all like the spicy stuff? I found a knife, right?
Where did you find
Well,
it?
I picked up. It was just on top of the stairs in the first house, like on the landing.
And there's still more? What the fuck is up with this house?
Oh, I found another knife. It was by the threshold of one of those doors.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I found right here a knife right there, and then a knife right here.
Why
Also-
is everyone carrying 3? I hate this. I hate this map so
I'm
much.
just- Listen, all we gotta do is just some hall wooding. We gotta hug the walls.
I'm shining a light into their eyeballs because I hate them.
You're turning into a real cop, Ube.
Why must you make my life so hard?
You wanna peek into the mind of somebody who abuses their power? This is exactly it. Just sheer contempt for everyone who isn't you. Like, I hate you. You're fucking scum.
Not because you did crack, but because you carried 3 weapons.
You've troubled my day. Now feel the pain. Gave this child heroin. Oh my goodness. Farewell. Hmm. Do you feel the pain, Ube? Are you in pain?
I feel pain for this map.
I feel the agony of life. I thought the game was gonna crash. It did not, thankfully. It did not. Found a gun!
Oh, nice. Good job. Please,
Yes!
game. Woo! Oh,
It was behind-
fucking finally.
That was a lot faster than usual, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah!
Nice, nice.
We did it. Alright.
Ugh, I hate that map. I hate that map. I hate that map.
You almost
They
hated
make it busy. They make the ground busy, and they make everyone carry 3 weapons.
There's like literal like professional mercenaries and soldiers in this game and gangsters. The crackheads have are the most scrapped fuckers ever. There's a man who's covered in his shit and wearing ripped up basketball shorts and nothing else, but he has like a sawed-off shotgun, a Tech 9, and 3 knives. It's like the most armed people in all of Los Angeles, all crackheads dressed up like cavemen.
Alright, let's switch to lethals.
Wait, but that was only barricaded suspects though. There's raid. You wanna
Son of a
do-
bitch. Okay,
We
let's
did-
go.
You have to suffer for your sins, Ube.
Wait, is this the last one?
This is the last one. Yes, this is the last one that has not been S ranked.
Okay.
I want to stress that. Do you know that area where I found those 2 knives?
Yeah.
So there was 2 knives just outside the room, 2 guns beside each of the suspects, another knife inside the room, and then there was a 3rd gun, but it was like behind the bed.
Who was carrying a 3rd gun?
I don't know. There's so much shit, but Ben found a couple of the outliers, but like I like in that one, I found like the missing gun in the tunnel, and I found like I want to say like 3 or 4 different weapons we couldn't find in that one little area.
Because we already searched for like each suspect a gun and a knife. That's 2, and then we found 3 more.
Yeah.
This is pain.
I want to point out you're making the same noises when you screamed "I hate capitalism" over and over again.
It's the same feeling.
It's the same feeling. I hate capitalism and crackhead and knives.
Look, I don't care if they're crackheads. I care if they carry more than one weapon. Or 2 weapons.
It's just excessive for me. Like, why you, like, what are you doing, man?
Why? Just why?
All right, first meth package collected.
Weapons secured.
Nice.
All right, there doesn't appear any suspects inside the laundromat.
No,
Which is good, 'cause this
that's
is one-
suspect.
Which is good because this is one place we don't have to look for any guns or knives. So we know that no one's here.
They make them that big, the floor busy, and everyone carries 5 blocks. Ugh.
They're just they have like a fucking like one of them is gonna pull out a war bow, like they're like an English longbow. They're gonna shoot it at us. All right. Okay. All right. Remember, when you come across a series of suspects, do not move on from them until you're certain you've collected all the weapons around them. And make sure to drop.
Gotcha.
Yes.
When
Actually,
we go back here
unironically.
with lethals and killing everyone, including civilians.
Hands up! Drop it now! Drop it now!
Drop it.
Drop your weapon!
Don't hit the suspect. Rendered.
Drop it now!
All right, this one.
Drop your weapon! Police, hands up!
Hands up.
Hands up!
All right.
I'm gonna keep yelling orders.
Got it. Here.
I'm gonna
Get down
get
and
this
show me
one
your
person.
hands.
Fuck, man.
Put your
Not
hands up.
again.
I don't want to.
Someone help him.
Copy entry team. Drop your weapon. Drop the damn gun. Copy entry team.
Okay, where the fuck is your gun?
There was 5 suspects in here.
I don't want to hear it.
Contact is restrained.
Move.
Oh, yep. I got his shotgun.
You have a right to remain
Whatever.
silent.
Tell the judge.
I don't know.
Hear that? Trick.
Any
Okay.
Copy entry team.
knives?
These 5 suspects
You have a
have
right to
all
remain
surrendered at least a couple
Roger
times.
that. Trailers on route.
Oh, fuck. That means they have a lot of knives.
They have a lot of guns and knives, yeah. So start hallwalking, y'all. Oh, you can't find it? Okay. Oh, Jesus.
At least they have taste in weapons.
Yeah, so let's
Isn't
crap.
sitting on anything. Oh shit!
Fuck.
Downstairs.
Get down and put your hands up.
Drop it now!
Hands up.
Police, drop your weapon!
Nick,
Drop the weapon
do it now.
Drop it now! Drop your weapon! Drop the weapon now! Hands up! Do it now! Down on your knees!
Arms up.
Really.
They found us.
I carried her to see if she was sitting on anything.
Contact is restrained.
You're wasting
Good,
your
good.
time. I got
Check for
nothing.
knives too.
Suspect is secure and ready for pickup.
Great work, entry team.
I'm just gonna double checking.
Let me see your hands. Make this get ugly. Put your hands up.
And it's dimly lit. That's another thing I hate about this.
Hands up.
Oh yeah, I fucking hate that shit too.
Every time
Lights stick
I
out.
try to pick up a person, the game freezes a little bit.
Yeah, the game is very poorly optimized. That's the only thing about it. I think it looks great, but like it's just not optimized well. I think that's just called its state at this point. It's just buggy.
Why is it so
And it-
buggy?
Damn, this game is bugging.
Why is it bugging?
Drop it now! Drop your weapons!
Got him.
Drop the weapon
Fucking
now!
secure.
Drop it now! Drop your weapon! Drop the weapon
My
now!
fucking
Get on
arm,
the ground
asshole.
now!
Do us both a favor
Get
and
down!
keep
I wanna
quiet.
see hands! Get on
Take
the
down
ground
on
now!
the
Hands up!
ground.
Drop to your knees!
Before you get by.
Stay where you are.
Shit!
The suspect secured.
Roger
Where the
that.
fuck is your weapon?
Shit!
Found a gun.
Fuck!
Okay.
This guy
Lights
that
stick
you
out.
saw surrounded with the knife had a gun that he dropped, and then he pulled the knife.
Well, which house?
Shit!
All right, is it the fumigated house or the one next to it? Okay, the fumigated house. Okay. All right, we're gonna be up there in a second. But yeah,
Drop it now! Hands up! Above your head! Down on your knees!
Stay where you are.
You have the right to remain silent.
Drop, hands
Right.
up! Hands up! Do it
found a
now!
knife.
Roger. Trailers.
This guy scared the
move.
shit out of me.
Stay put.
Yeah. Tell it to the judge. Roger, entry
I
team.
think I might have accidentally shot this person, but I think it'll be okay.
Drop the
Ow!
weapons! Drop the weapon now! Drop it now!
Oh shit!
Weapon on.
Drop
Drop
your
your weapon. I
Drop
said
the weapon!
that.
Okay.
Police, hands
wanna
up!
see that gun.
Drop it now!
Drop
Drop your
the
weapon! Drop the weapon now! Drop it now!
Drop it.
Hands
Gun down now.
Get down! I
Drop
wanna
your
see
weapon.
hands.
Get your hands
Going
up.
to the other side of the
Hands
wall.
up now.
Relax.
Get down and put your hands up.
The guy tried to shoot me through a crack in the wall. He
Put your hands up.
like shimmied.
Roger, entry team.
Hands where I can
Can't
see
open
them.
the
Let
door.
me see those hands. Get down.
What?
Now.
Open
Hands
the
up.
door. What the
Get
fuck?
down and
Oh,
show me
okay.
your hands.
Found
Oh,
it.
it's locked. Yeah.
Aim high!
Put your gun down now. Drop the
Wasn't
weapon and
appearing
get
to
your
the
hands up.
lockpick.
Yeah, it can be a little finicky when
Put your hands
trying to point at the door.
Don't do anything weird.
SWAT! It's SWAT!
Stay still.
Contact in custody.
I'm not saying shit.
Ever hear a prescription?
We've got a suspect here.
But this is my prescription crack.
Drop it.
Go easy, man.
Get down and put your hands up. All done. Contact is secure.
It was just a one-time thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What?
Call it to the judge.
What the fuck?
Roger that. Trailers.
Already? Bleed, bitch! Bleed!
Put your hands up!
Tell it to
Show
someone.
me your
Drop
fucking
your weapon
hands,
now.
sucker!
Drop your weapon.
No fucking way!
Drop it.
Shotgun right here.
Copy, entry team. Notified.
Drop your weapon. Get your
Okay,
put your
I
gun
surrender.
down now.
You're dead!
See the weapon on
Knife. We have two fucking knifers.
Drop that weapon and get your
One
hands
gunman.
up. Drop your
Done.
weapon.
Fucker, come on.
Weapon ready to go.
Drop your weapon.
Cut it out. Come on.
My
All right, we got two
fucking arm,
suspects
asshole.
right here.
You're lucky this didn't end worse.
One suspect surrendered.
Copy that. Done. Zipped up and ready to go.
Shit, Profin's dead.
Shit.
Yeah, okay, buddy. You have the right to remain
Suspect standing
silent.
by for transportation.
Copy that.
His right pole.
Police! Hands up.
I got the second gun.
There's another shotgun like right here.
Cops are here.
Oh wait, no, is that a breaching shotgun on his? No, it's a breach shotgun on Profin's back.
It's the police. Hands up now.
Oh, I found a gun in the closet.
Nice. Closet
Gun in
gun.
his closet. I think he ended up throwing it. Sorry, I think he ended up throwing it when he surrendered, and it just went into the closet. So I had to open and look inside to find the gun.
Arms outstretched.
Shit.
Your NPC is so smart to do that. Also, where's Fenn's body?
Should be you in these.
It's right here.
Ties.
Where?
Police, get down. Drop it now.
Shit!
Drop your weapons. Get down and show up the weapon. I want to see that weapon. Drop it now. Drop your weapon. Hands up. Do it now. Down on your knees. Police, hands up.
Let me see your hands. Make this get ugly. Put your hands up.
Hands Roger. Trailers in.
Found a gun.
We just need to find crystal packages of meth and then the weapons that we've missed, if there are any.
Found another gun right here.
All right, lights to go.
Two guns right here.
Fucking SWAT.
I found a knife.
Nice, nice. Gonna try finding the other meth package upstairs. Using the guns, cause sometimes mine they don't appear.
Right.
Low light deployed.
Am at the point.
You're like getting close to Ellis every day.
They're breaching.
One with alias.
I'll be one with Ellis. Listen,
Fuck.
we all like him. He's nice. He's country. You do himbo. That's why you should come to me. You know, if you really want to
Guns.
become financially independent, you should just start an Ellis cult of just how do you become Ellis.
You must be one with alias. I bet that would actually make money.
This what you like seeing?
Andrew Tate is like a multi-millionaire because of like being a infinitely shittier and more annoying person than that.
I don't really follow Andrew Tate, but he looks like a misogynistic asshole. He sounds like
He literally said stuff like women don't have independent thought. They're just empty vessels waiting to be for a program.
the fuck.
Is what he said.
Ah, shit.
So
All right, light stick away.
one gun up right there. Not just outside. Okay. All right, sweeping.
Fuck. God damn it! Over here.
But yeah, he's the absolute worst. Like horrible. But yeah, like said like stuff like that. Women don't have independent
Come
thought.
here, you
Shit
pig
like
motherfuckers.
you shouldn't give any kind of affection to anybody. You need to take like energy from other people. It's really weird, like really weird stuff he says. But like if your parents tell you that like and it's like his biggest audience is like young men, but like a lot of like young boys, like 14-year-old kids, like men or whatever, yeah. And you shouldn't like
what are they called? The incel.
yeah, he actually does target incels as part of like his main demographic thing, but he basically tells incels, look, it's not your skull or your height that's going to determine whether or not you get a girlfriend. If you're ugly, you can make it up for but by being scary, and that's why you should work out to basically
Ugh.
intimidate women.
Oh hell no.
You're dead, cocksucker.
So you get a lot of these He also tries to give business advice. He has something called Hustlers University, where
Oh, I've heard. Okay.
he basically made like I think of like last year he like made $11 million from subscriptions to University in just 1 month, and it's been going on for at least a couple of years. So he's like,
I hate
he,
him.
so he's actually been arrested in Romania.
Yeah.
He fled the United Kingdom because he basically says that it's too easy to be arrested on fake rape charges, which by the way he's been recorded himself basically admitting to rape while threatening the woman he raped that he just enjoyed what he did and that she needs to shut up and stop talking to people because no one's gonna believe her, and basically saying it's her it's all her fault for that he did what he did. Anyway, you go to Romania because he basically said it's easier for him to get away with sex crimes, and they're less politically correct there. So sexual violence and trafficking is not going to get him in trouble, which is basically why he went there. But he bragged about it so loudly, constantly, that the Romanian government ended up arresting him, and he was essentially running an illegal cam site in Romania, where basically women would be trafficked in through the veneer of a romantic relationship. Like men in his group or Tate himself would basically get women to fall in love with him, and then he would basically have them put on cam shows and basically not pay them anything.
How the fuck are women going to this man?
God damn it, over here!
Look, I don't know. That's always the thing that always gets me, is that whenever you hear about these assholes, there is always women who end up getting romantically involved in them, and they stick around long enough for them to get sex trafficked or abused. And I don't know how that happens, but it just happens constantly. I don't know. No, maybe women fall for the tough guy hustler thing until they actually see what that means. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the actual abuse and like controlling nature. It's not just like a sexy power and strong guy thing, right? It's actually like abusive, controlling, and like an unchecked aggression that is just sort of which when you're first meeting the guy is like, oh no, he's just kind of he's kind of strong, assertive, he's confident. I don't like how kind of meek and kind of like nice a lot of other guys are. He's actually kind of interesting and confident. He's got shit he's talking about. He exudes whatever, right? And then you get close to him, he's like, oh wait, no, he's actually a controlling shithead who uses his physical strength to intimidate people. And that's just it. So he got away with it for a really long time, and he's facing serious criminal charges. Like he might end up in 10 years in prison in Romania. So might be going to jail, or it's very likely he will, just because he was so bad at hiding his crimes, basically. And the Romanian government, I think, very aware of their reputation, wants to set an example and improve their own reputation by destroying Andrew Tate's life. Which, I mean, all power to them. You know what I mean? But in any case,
wait, do they really have actual evidence?
Yes. There's essentially he was human trafficking these women, and any veneer of legality seems to not really be panning out for Tate. Like he's like literally pressuring women to perform sex work and not paying them, essentially.
That's still bad.
Yeah. Well, that's essentially they were there under false pretenses. They thought they were basically there because they were doing a favor for like their boyfriends, which included Tate, but there were other men who were in his network, and they were basically being lied to about how much money they were actually making. So like when they would get donations from guys watching their streams, their Tate would basically lie to them, saying that the business had a lot of overhead, so their donations are not going to be actually paid out to them in full, and Tate is only making a small profit. And so he would use these lies to basically rob them of the donations they got from men for their streams and give them a tiny fraction of it, or none at all in a lot of cases. So, and also, and so yeah. Anyways, the real freaky, like he hurt a lot of people, but the real freaky thing is how many teenage boys and men idolize the man, like millions upon millions of them. There was like a recent march in Greece of Greek men and teenage boys shouting "Free Top G," which is a name he gave himself, basically to describe a man who you don't want to compete with ever. Like he says, even if like you're like racing me, if you're like want to race me in ice skating, you don't want to face me. I've never ice skated before, but it doesn't matter because I'm top G. I'm so powerful that I could just be better at ice skating than you, because that's what it means to be top.
Guy ice skate.
This fucking guy, but he is the absolute worst. But anyway, boys and whatever teenage boys like mostly idolize him. He's more famous than Kanye West amongst teenage boys, basically. And it's like he sort of was an American who ended up moving to Great Britain as a young man, basically. So he has this weird fucked up American accent that is tinged with weird British accent. It's very weird. Anyway, teenage boys, like 14-year-olds, are like yelling at their teachers and insulting their teachers in school, telling their female teachers they don't have to listen to them because they're women.
Ah, gross.
It's they're like in I know Great Britain, they're trying to basically have school assemblies to try and tell their boys about how shitty and toxic Tate is, but it's I don't know if it's working. I don't think it is. Hustlers University is still going, and they're still paying out money to Tate even after he's been arrested. So that's the real freaky part, is how many men have just sort of accepted all the shit he's been talking about and been saying. I just listened to a 4-part podcast series from Behind the Bastards. They had a 4-part episode series about Andrew Tate, his father, where he came from, his early life, his philosophy, and then like his effect on like young men in today. It's
so the only thing that I've seen of Andrew Tate is the stuff that he posts on YouTube.
Funny enough, he hasn't posted any of this stuff. It's all his.
Other people post on YouTube.
Yeah, that is actually true, Profin. That is true. His father was actually a grandmaster at chess, and he I guess Tate was actually pretty good at chess as like a little kid, but he got entered into as a 6-year-old into a chess tournament against a bunch of adults. Managed to beat 2 of them, right?
Shit!
Yeah, I know all about that Profin. He's a fucking cunt and a rapist. Yes, he is, Profin. You know what? Fuck you, Profin.
Okay, wait.
Fabrication.
Fen, what is it that you like about Andrew Tate? Tell me some of his teachings. Just, what is it?
Shit!
Finding
Okay, can you go into that?
what is masculinity and what is improving yourself? Because that's actually the crux
Shit!
of what we're talking about here. Because if it's about physically dominating and terrifying the people around you, or manipulating your family members to make money for you without paying them, or manipulating your spouse or your. Nope, that's the stuff that is literally stuff he's said to do. It's like literally to try and trick your family members into working for you for free, especially younger family members. It's fucking like it's like basically like he says like don't like, in media. I like that. What I'm talking about is literally just clips I've heard him say in person. Like so the clips that of his own words in a lot of these cases. But no, it's not media exaggeration. That is just who he is. Sorry, man. Yeah, clips that were posted by his own followers. All of the stuff that is really shown about Andrew Tate is all stuff that people who like him cut up and basically show of him. And the thing is that a lot of the stuff about people slamming him, getting mad at him, were all part of a pretty well coordinated strategy by him to get people who don't like him to talk about him constantly. Like if you're basically blaming his detractors for his bad reputation, he courted all of those detractors. He wanted that bad reputation and built his brand.
Okay. How about after this game we watch an interview with Andrew Tate?
Women influencers who see the positives.
Because I actually haven't seen other than clips of Andrew Tate, and I'm curious.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And then we'll save the discussions for later.
His closest high value friends. Oh yeah, high value. I said that the people who are close to him who make lots and lots of money, and they're his high value friends because they are seen by Tate as valuable due to their wealth and personal control of other people. The fucking high value individuals, goddamn.
Friends with guns.
Okay, Fen, you gather some interviews, and we'll watch them, and then I'll save my opinion until the end.
Fuck!
Ventate. Oh wait, that.
Shit!
I just read that. Yeah, sorry.
Just leave some interviews in general chat.
Ah, shit!
We can watch them. Yeah, we can all watch them after we find these weapons.
Yeah.
Fuck! Shit! Fuck! Shit!
Are you guys having any luck finding the
Shit.
weapons?
No.
Fuck!
Because I only know of one clip. Actually two.
Ah,
I know
shit.
2 clips where he talked about having his I think it was his girlfriend make him 2 coffees every morning
Fuck!
and not drinking one of them on purpose.
To show his power basically he has.
Yeah,
That is another thing he likes to do. Another thing he likes to do is that he likes to have people who work for him, whether they're cleaning ladies or one of his girlfriends, performing tasks in the background of a lot of his videos to basically show his viewers that he has people working for him. That's like a big part. One of the choices he makes as a content creator is that there are people just like doing shit for him all the time, whether it's his staff or his girlfriend just doing shit for him. It's really funny. But there's a really great seminar he did on Hustlers University, was talking about how to basically operate a business, or how you, as someone who doesn't really have anything, how you can start your own business, right? And his philosophy was like that essentially that the only businesses you should actually do is ones where where you basically get money out but you put none in. And one of the examples he came up with is that you can have a makeup company, you can have a makeup business, right, where you sell makeup on the internet, right? Internet is really almost free, but it's a big risk to buy a bunch of makeup or to make your own makeup and spend a bunch of money on that, and then not have anyone buy it, right? So what you do is you set up a website to sell makeup, and then you sell the makeup, and then you figure out how to get the makeup afterward once you have the money. So because once you have the money, then you no longer are bearing the risk. You simply have to secure the supply now that you have the actual cash. Also, he said,
basically baiting customers and making that's illegal.
he also said that you shouldn't bother hiring an accountant or dealing with taxes until you've made your first few millions. Was another part of that same talk. So that don't
dangerous.
Don't register a company or do any shit. And he says I know lots of guys, lots of friends of mine who have an LLC, have a company in name legally, but they don't have it in reality because they have paid a lot of money and gone through the effort of starting the business and getting it registered, but then there is no actual business that they managed to build on top of it. But right? Business is a risk. Your capital investments might not pan out. He's expressing something of a reality there. But his thing he's saying is that do not pay taxes, get an accountant, or legally form a company until you've already made a lot of money, and then you can start worrying about them. So he's essentially telling, and he's just like, and he goes, I don't what do you call it, Fen, you don't think raping a woman is a valid reason not to like somebody? Is that Fen? Fen, all who hate Andrew Tate can actually list valid reasons why they hate him. Andrew Tate raped several women and manipulated and has basically manipulated women into working without paying them. So rape and robbery, those are not two reasons not to like somebody. That's okay, sure. It's an oh yeah, okay, yeah, cool. That's yeah, exactly. But yeah, like you have a lot of people who are just kind of invested in this guy because they want to believe that they can hustle and make it out, that they can remake themselves in this way that he's talking about, right? That there's these cheat codes of capitalism that and this way to masculinity where you could basically be the center of attention. You can be the locus of power and sort of pull people around you, right? And that you can essentially, without having sort of this natural ability, the way incels believe that you need some kind of natural genetic trait to be loved or to have to have a partner or a place in society. Andrew's like, no, you could actually remake yourself and become that locus of attention, the center of power, and you can have high value individuals around you in order to essentially to be like sort of your circle of people who are sort of subordinate to you, and people who can basically treat you as an equal. But that in order to be to get there, you have to basically amass wealth and basically sort of diminish the people around you by sucking energy out of them. That's another great thing about is that you have to a way how you actually get women to love you is you have to go into a room and suck the energy out of all the other men in that room and then release it in a big fucking fireball, in a big ball of lightning.
If you really want to make a reasonable what's it called, account on Andrew Tate, drop his interview. We'll watch it.
Oh my god, but yeah, like anyway. So I'm sorry, like again, it's it's a whole thing. It's kind of, but yeah, like I know, but
Not all. Okay. Pick the best ones that you think are.
so
Uh,
think
pick just one. Pick the best one that you think paints him in a good light.
Pro, uh, yeah, it seems like Profan's kind of a little emotionally invested in Tate, so yeah, I understand. Okay, cool. It has to be all podcasts. Not a, okay, all right, cool.
Where are you? Bro, where are you?
Ah, shit!
Which
But yeah,
would-
like
what? There's lots of bedrooms with suspects.
Ah, shit!
Main building?
Fuck!
okay, so
Okay.
the fumigated, the big house with the fumigation tent on it. Okay, house with the fumigation tent. It's gonna be this one with the math lab on the top floor, and then downstairs.
Shit! Fuck!
Hands up!
The natural feminine. Ube, what do you think the natural masculine is?
Natural masculine?
Yeah, like you gotta use the natural masculine that men cultivate in themselves to attract the natural feminine in women. So, so if you were to like think about men like as a category, as people of men you've met in your life, what would you, how would you categorize the natural masculine? And within yourself as a woman, how would you categorize the natural feminine?
Considering the men in my life, it's not in a good light.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like but like, that is like but that is kind of
You've
like a
heard
lot of
stories about my boss. You've heard stories about our dad.
Mm. I haven't heard super a whole lot of. Well, I guess I have heard. Yeah, yeah. You know what? No, I have heard a lot about your dad actually. we went to went to yell at someone because they didn't know how to use a fax machine. Okay, that's not. Sorry, that's not important. But anyway, but yeah, no, I understand the concept of masculinity in a lot of cases, or what you think as like what like a man, quote unquote, is sort of like men getting angry and very
Man is just a guy. Is just a person with a dick. That's all that is. A man.
yeah, exactly. But like just I like the negative concept of masculinity you have is like expressing these toxic masculine traits that people that like you've seen or a lot of men exhibit and go, yeah, that's not good.
It's a lot of putting your power where it doesn't belong. It's a lot of what's it? Oh, so the masculinity I know is toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically having this idea that you're basically oppressing women for in order to be in power.
Yeah. It's
And
sort of
you don't treat women as an equal yeah, it is toxic masculinity, and that shouldn't be what masculinity is.
But like that Andrew Tate, the self-described most toxic man on the internet, because a lot of the way he tries to project natural masculinity is that he basically sort of accepts the moniker of toxic masculinity. All the criticisms leveled against him, he basically sought to embody. Maybe it's just him courting controversy, but it just does embodies and says all that stuff and acts it out as part of his persona. Even if like as part of like as part of like his whole deal. But yeah, masculinity is interesting because just like and you know Fenn asks says something interesting here. It says like think historically when thinking about masculinity and sexual deprivation. And his response to you saying a man is just someone with a dick. And his response was, "You see how you minimize masculinity down to just a dick?"
No,
Essentially.
that's the definition of what a man is.
Yeah. So like masculinity is like is structured for whatever given time it's in.
The same
Formed
way that
around
a
whatever.
female, the same way that how you describe a female is, you know, a vagina and boobs.
Yeah. So now, yeah. So reactionary
But
figures.
when we talk about things like, okay, so like, femininity and masculinity. Natural masculine traits, leadership, provider, protector.
I mean, yeah, someone who forces their daughter inside the house and doesn't let them out because they're afraid they're going to mess around with boys. Someone like that can describe themselves as a protector, but like that, like protector is just sort of is such a broad, just generically positive statement that any man can adopt that title of protector through any series of actions. So it could be like a man sort of defending his home from a robber. Yeah, that's a protector. But but a man basically keeping his wife in the house or his daughter in the house out of fear of them being preyed upon, but just keeping them indoors without allowing them to have their own life outside the home. A man can describe that as being a protector. They're protecting those people. But you see, that's like where this stuff gets all squishy. See, like a protector provider. Also, provider is another interesting one because, like, sure, like, working and being productive and providing for the people, that's a good thing, objectively. It is also something that women not only can do, historically have been doing alongside men. Whether they're women were plowing the fields with their husband is a thing that women did historically, or being
those should be equal traits. That's what.
Yeah, like, but that's yeah, you're right. Like human beings share these traits. They're not exclusively one or the other. Yeah, like women are workers alongside men, and historically, like going down to the state of nature, laboring.
A lot of single mothers do that.
Yeah, exactly. But but the thing is that like a lot of like reactionary figures are people who kind of hearken to a state of nature of what masculinity and what femininity is sort of or sort of ascribing to these sort of like what do you call it these idealized roles of what we imagine men and women naturally are, what we imagine what are our natural states, when really if you want to really get down to it, like our natural state is sort of just person with a dick, person with a vagina and boobs, and everything after that is sort of developed socially, and it develops differently. It's just depending on the time and the mode of production, and that's the last part. What a man and woman is defined by the economic circumstances that we live under.
Yeah,
right?
and the thing is, okay, Fen, how you raise your children, daughters or sons, you can raise them to be capable and not weak.
But like a part of that means that you kind of have part of that means that you have to sort of uh, you have to learn to be respectful and understand like the autonomy of other people, that they have wills of their own and lives to lead on their own, and like, so you a man cannot necessarily can be strong and independent, can be a provider. It cannot be the sole focus of a person's life. A woman's life cannot revolve around them, even if they are strong and protecting and they're responsible.
Men can take on
The,
the role and women can take on the role.
yeah, but like I don't know, but like this, this
It doesn't
the,
have to
the,
be seen as masculine.
yeah. But yeah, like I guess my main thing about this whole subject is that the actual philosophy of this stuff is really squishy.
Well, it should
You know,
be. So, how I see how it is that it should be equal. That we shouldn't put one gender in one specific role and the other in another role. It can be both.
if you're a
That
woman and a
should be
leader,
a neutral trait. That should
Yeah.
be a neutral trait.
yeah, like these are just traits. Yeah, they're prescribed masculine, but they don't. But that it's kind of it doesn't have to be. We just assume mimetically that it is. But
You found
it
it?
doesn't have to be. Oh, you found it? Oh, you no.
Shit.
If you're a man and submissive, you have a feminine trait. No, it's just a, it's just a,
Fuck.
it's just a differential man. It's just what that is. Like that, it's not. It's like these things. Like again, these things are not. Like these things that like the what is masculine and feminine are they're not real. They're not they're not found in any kind of material reality. They're entirely socially constructed. It is just it is a belief system more than it is any kind of a natural sort of what do you call it archetype of a person. I don't know, but yeah, my yeah archetype. It's not archetype. It's archetype. It is not a fucking archetype. An archetype is how you a podiatrist will look at your feet. I'm sorry, it's archetype. Oh, sorry.
In today's
But anyway.
society, what we really want is just to throw out a lot of what is it?
Gender essentialism.
Gender roles.
Yeah.
So everything that is masculine and feminine can all be under neutrality.
Yeah, of course you can be whatever you want. Yeah, but
We just don't want to. We don't want to define it in a certain way.
Yeah.
So like,
so yeah.
being a provider and stuff doesn't have to be specifically masculine. The same way,
Come here, you pig
Uh,
motherfuckers.
being graceful doesn't have to be feminine.
But there you can be whatever you want, but there are consequences, and you have to be responsible,
Yeah, responsible
and accountable.
and accountable. That
That
should
is
also
true.
be. Yeah.
But what is the inference there of not following your of not basically following your gender role, or not following or not being a man and cultivating masculine traits
You're dead, cocksucker.
will lead to bad things, or being a woman and not cultivating feminine traits and cultivating masculine traits will lead to bad outcomes. Is that the assumption there? That people can be whatever they want, but bad things happen to people, and bad things are happening in our society because people are not cultivating the right traits or values according to their person. Then you attract opposite trait for partners. I guess yeah, opposites do attract. But like then again, like if someone is empathetic and affectionate, someone being like cold and distant and sort of doesn't and sort of just is not emotionally available is not necessarily going to make an attractive or good partner. Like that, those are opposites, but they're not necessarily. Though, and those, if you are a less if you're a less masculine man, then you attract less feminine women. I don't,
That-
I don't think that's true at all. There's a lot of pretty effete boys who attract some very effeminate women. I'm sorry,
yeah.
that's not true.
I do like more feminine men.
And Ube, feminine woman.
Yeah.
Except when she tried to go boy mode that one time. But she rebounded. She decided.
What did I say?
Shit, they're here.
What did I say?
Oh, you said that you actually like feminine men.
Oh, I was using terms. I was just using terms how, what's the word?
Opposites attract and stuff like that, or
No. It's just a term. Because if I just said, like, what is it?
There's no way to describe these things because we have assigned it to gender exclusively.
Yeah.
Like, how do you describe? You can't describe an effeminate man other than effeminate because feminine has been hard coded with those traits. You can't describe it any other way. It is our language is gendered,
Yeah,
and you can't even
basically.
describe these ideas without using the gendered language. Is what happened there. But
I have trouble having. Fuck, I have trouble producing words in my mind.
They found us.
yeah. Whoa. Oh. And I did not say
can't
if
find
all.
these guns.
I did not say all feminine man like a gay or trans person. Just some men have more feminine traits. I mean, yeah. Well, like as far as like again, as far as like the it's like the way you describe all the ways that men can be, the not traditionally masculine are ways that they can be. That is true. But yeah, like the whole point of like opposites attracting that he was saying is that like masculine men will more masculine men will attract more feminine women. Is it like what Ube said actually like went against that she is a feminine woman and she is attracted to quote unquote feminine men in that case like so like somehow someone opposite in their sensibilities or aesthetic doesn't necessarily attract her. She's, you know what I mean, like it's like the roughness of traditional masculinity is not what appeals to her, but she's not a tomboy or like or a woman with masculine traits, I don't think, or like or however those that archetype is.
I suck at sport.
If she's an argumentative woman, if he's wait, hold on. If he an argumentative woman, he has masculine traits. If she, John, are you arguing? Are you being argumentative? Are you showing your masculinity by arguing? Or combative? Are you being combative, Ube? Is that what's happening?
No, I'm trying to talk things out. Being combative would be like attacking everyone in the room. Like, oh, that's so wrong. Your opinion sucks because you're gay. That's combative.
But okay, yeah. I think we're all a little bit like invested in some part of this conversation, and that's why we're kind of we're mutually kind of continuing this point, or maybe I'm continuing it more than everyone else because I just talk too much. But like But like yeah, like I basically like learned a lot about Andrew Tate like very recently about sort of his background and like sort of like the Hustle University stuff. I learned a lot about stuff recently, so it's still fresh in my mind. So like the feelings are still there. Ube has her feelings about like toxic masculinity and like how she's encountered that in her life, and Fen has actually like consumed a lot of Andrew Tate personally. So this isn't like this is a matter of circumstance of that we're all coming at this. We all have personal stuff about it. It's not. I don't want to think that any of us are being combative here, even if we're just sort of continuing to argue. Bro, is this like an hour? Have we been here for an hour? I've stopped looking for
I
guns.
can't find these fucking guns.
These goddamn guns.
Should we call it and just watch the interviews?
Don't worry, I've got friends. Friends with guns.
Judge
I
Secreto.
can't find you.
Mm.
Shit!
Combative and agreeable.
You're in the
masculine trait.
second floor zone,
Fuck.
right? Bro, you're...
Oh. All right. So you're this is where you're in. Okay. So you're looking for something in here, right?
Ah, shit! Fuck!
Okay. So you're sitting on a gun. By offended people.
Shit!
Hmm.
I have no idea where you're at. You said, okay,
Just
second
kill me, man.
floor,
There's nothing
right?
left for me. Shit!
I can't find anything in here. Did it get thrown out the door?
Oh, okay, you're in here.
Shit!
Back up. So if it got thrown out the door, the threshold of the door, maybe it could be in here.
Get down. I want to see hands.
I think we're screwed. We're screwed, homies.
Shit!
We might be royally fuckerinoed, my dudes.
Ah, shit! Fuck!
Yeah. We gave this a solid try. I think we would have probably actually given up and like tabbed up earlier if we weren't talking this whole time.
I'm gonna carry this person. And then put her here.
Just get me the fuck out of here.
All right.
Okay, you on the stairs. I don't like how they, like, move a little bit. Sort of, because I don't know how far they've crawled away from their spot that they got arrested in.
If she's argumentative or disagreeable, that's a masculine trait. But I actually occurred to me that of the context of that, which is that we made the point about how you're like you are a feminine woman, not a tomboy, but you also like sort of like effeminate men or whatever. Like again, however that you can say that
Quote,
description.
unquote, yes,
And then he answered back with if she is argumentative or disagreeable, that's a masculine trait. Which it sounds like he's trying to say, no, you're actually a masculine woman. That's why you like effeminate
Hands
men.
up now.
like, like if you have, like the implication there is that if you like traditionally effeminate traits, and then you actually have masculine traits that you are not aware of. Well, I did. Oh, well, I mean, like, come on, man. It's like, well, I mean,
best-
have you considered that an aspect of your personality is boy pilled? It's a part. There's a fold in her brain that is totally man mode. It's not all the folds in her brain. It's just one of them. Maybe have you considered that? I don't know. Sorry, I just thought. I don't know. I think I'm just connecting dots. I'm connecting dots and and trying to solve trying to explore our dialogue through a spirit of inquiry and rhetorical debate. That's a masculine trait.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask Google. Masculine. Masculine.
Mas-
Of relating to men or boys, male. Number 2, characterized by or possessing qualities traditionally attributed to men, such as aggressiveness. And then 3, relating or belonging to the gender of words or form that refer chiefly to male things, grammatically classified as male.
So what is masculinity? It's got to do with that thing. Those people, those ones.
Possessing qualities traditionally attributed to men, such as aggressive.
Fucking Ed. You have to put it in.
I'm gonna type in femininity too. Femininity. Feminine. Or actually
Feminine.
feminine. Masculine, feminine.
Feminine. Feminine.
Of relating to women or girls, characterized by possessing qualities traditionally attributed to women, such as demureness. And number 3, effeminate or womanish.
you saw Fenn's last comment, right? on the team chat.
But does she have some of those masculine traits?
Maybe. Oh shit.
I'm like,
Get down and put your hands where I can see.
I mean, so, or so they claim. Yeah, like
Yeah.
these lines are like a lot less defined than they used to be, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that like the original economic purpose of these gender roles are have sort of gone away and modulated under capitalism, and so like it's a lot more looser than it used to be, and a lot less codified, but there definitely is like a series of expectations of men and women that do fit into an economic mold. Like my job, for example, is a warehouser, and like essentially like being able to perform a lot of intense physical labor, not complain about it, and you're not expected to really. And ideally, what masculinity is supposed to do there for the company, for the business owner, is that you have a lot of men who are supposed to accept physical pain and exhaustion from labor, and to be too proud to complain or ask for better conditions or to ask for better pay. And essentially, you're just lifting boxes. You're strong, aren't you? You can do the work, can't you? And that's sort of what masculinity is supposed to do in our current economic model, is to discipline men into giving up basically their bodies or their safety or their health uh, for uh, for their work and for the capitalists essentially. That is the economic utility of masculinity as it exists now. And back in feudal times when all property was inherited through men, controlling women and shit like that, what existed as a legal thing to basically make sure that inheritance went through the proper channels. And so masculinity and what femininity is supposed to be, of women staying in the house and chastity and virginity and all that stuff among women, was really important when the father of their children was an important legal issue when it came to who inherited sometimes vast tracts of land in the control of many serfs, essentially. When and so like masculinity and femininity modulate and become more or less defined depending on the economic order or mode of production we find ourselves in. And today, it is, and especially in the first world, it is sort of squishier and is allowed to become sort of more androgynous, whatever, you know what I mean, less codified, because a lot less of the work is purely physical, or you're less expected to die or get injured working. And so the lines are allowed to blur at basically when it comes to gender roles, and so that's why they have been sort of blurring in the first world. In the third world, in the Imperial Core, it might be a lot more codified, a lot more sort of binary, a lot more regressive, you might say, because uh, people who end up people in those countries, a lot of the labor, more of the labor is physical. A lot of the work is worse paid and more exploitative. It's more important that men feel too ashamed to ask for better conditions, or to demand, or to basically complain about the work conditions or ask for money. That they're it should be shameful to be dissatisfied with your work that's supposed to be easy because you're a strong man.
Police, put your hands
You know
up.
what I mean?
How
And
do I feel about uh what is it? So I'm not sure where I got this from. I just remember about like a statistic saying that uh um it was about what was it called? Asking for raises. Um Men versus women. Like men would be more uh
Police!
more likely to ask for a raise a than a woman.
yeah, and I think maybe that probably has something to do with confrontation. Yeah, like yeah, I think it has a lot to do with a lot to do with that. Like is that like a I don't know. Again, this is again a squishy subjective thing, because I work in like a workplace that's mostly men. You're a lot more likely to get to being yelled at
Hands up.
or having abuses hurled at you is a more socially common thing while you're working, and and even casually amongst coworkers, kind of kind of insulting or basically even telling rude jokes to each other is sort of more normalized. And so confrontation, I think, among men is more normalized in both safe and kind of like friendly social interactions, but also getting yelled at by your boss or is also much more normalized. So confrontation is just sort of something that a lot of men, I imagine, are more inured to than women, I think. Because it's not socially acceptable to like yell at or hurl abuses at women, I don't think. And
Or just
and
anyone in general. That would
in general, yeah, it sucks. It does suck. I fucking hate it. It does suck. But I can imagine that if men feel like they're more equal to their bosses than women are made to feel, then they're more likely to actually negotiate their pay raises. That to expect some kind of confrontation, or have to explain why they deserve to get paid more.
Police!
Um, and I think that has to do with the fact that of just I think men are kind of I think men are kind of socialized to expect confrontation from their peers and from their bosses by just being subjected to just I don't know more smaller cases of confrontation, whether it's in the form of of being rude to each other or shit like that, or being yelled at by your boss or whatever. And I think that kind of changes the way you interact with your coworkers and your boss. If there's a difference in experience between men and women in the workplace, that will definitely
I just-
form. Yeah.
So, with Andrew Tate, I want to
Yeah.
know what his definition of masculinity is, because I feel like it's different for people.
Cops on the block.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. Mostly mean, less emotional control, emotional.
Hide everything. They're here.
Disagreeable trait. Emotional men. That emotional men. That's when who are more abusive. Become more abusive. Emotional or emotionality not in control. I just said it. So, so essentially, deviance like criminality and deviance in men is supposed to come about when men are not in control of their emotions. Essentially, is sort of what is postulated here, and that what essentially Tate is supposed to preach. Not being in control of your emotions is what causes criminality, or rather, what leads to men becoming or acting like criminals by not having control over those.
Yeah, so, depending on what Andrew Tate is pushing, like, is it just regular masculinity or is it toxic masculinity? That's what I want to know.
It's kind of harder to find because like I guess that would be kind of hard to define because like what is said and like what is actually being done are like two different things in that case. You know, what I mean, it's like what is a protector thing I was talking about is that you could say something like being a protector and emotionally in control are like the masculine traits, and they're unequivocally positive, right? But you know, but like is emotionally control mean that you're actually like accounting for emotions, or you're just simply being withholding and not expressing them to the outside world, which is bad for you, right? Is that what form of emotional control are you talking about? Is it suppressing emotion to yourself and to others to the point where it actually leads to emotional issues, or is it like actually like dealing with your emotions in a way that might not seem that where they actually kind of need to be let out? You need to talk about them a little bit. Is protector like being courageous and trying to help people, or is it like limiting other people's autonomy for their own good? And both of those things people will describe as being a protector or being emotionally in control, but the people who say those things and claim to embody those traits can do very different things. And I think the charge or the fear with Tate, what people claim is that the proof of is that his understanding of emotional control, or what it actually is suppressing your emotion, or basically explaining outbursts as something not being your emotions, or being a protector is limiting autonomy of other people, as opposed to protecting them. That is the issue that I think people have with Tate. It's not that necessarily that being a protector is bad, or that having self-control is bad, but what is it of what he's teaching actually does? What does he do? And what do people who choose to embody the masculinity, the men in particular, who choose to embody the masculinity that he sort of tries to teach people, what does that actually do? And the claim, or the fear, or the proof of that, some people would say, is that it is the one where you end up giving yourself emotional issues by suppressing your feelings, and then trying to control the people around you while claiming you're a protector. Anyway,
that's very not healthy.
Yeah. But I think he also Andrew also apparently recently converted to Islam. That's not really I know it's not really bound to anything, but like he basically then tried to claim that that things like music concerts are a form or a way that society was trying to breed idolatry into people. That that these are words he actually said that I heard him say, is that people jumping around and dancing like idiots at a music concert is embarrassing. It should, because you're acting like a clown, uh, going to listen to music, paying for something you could have heard for free at home, and
It's about it's about
likening it to a form of idolatry.
it's about experiencing experiences, having fun, supporting the band that you're going to. They need to make money too, and if you like their music, you should totally help them, like, uh, keep afloat.
But why should you give them money? Why are you giving energy to these other people?
Because
Don't give
they
away
give me energy through their music.
exactly. There is some kind of exchange, but the claim with Tate, with especially with like one of his pitches to incels is that don't try to do that alpha shit. Don't try to act like an alpha because you're not. And one of the things he says is that I thought was interesting was that what was it you're giving when you're doing that shit, you're giving away energy. You're putting energy out there and investing it in people, and you're never gonna get enough back. You're gonna drain yourself of money and energy, basically giving other people attention or putting effort into other people like that. You don't do that, and so you need to take energy. You get energy by sucking all the energy out of all the men in the room, and then basically exploding that outward from you. And again, I'm basically trying to use his words as closely as I can as I heard them, like as like a fucking fireball. Suck all
Alright,
the
I
energy
can't
from
find
the
it. Wait, wait, is that a knife?
shit.
Wait, no, wait. No, it's just texture.
Damn
I
it.
think.
Oh damn it. So
You
I'll
wanna just
I-
soft complete? I'm
if you're
exhausted.
if you're ready to tap, I'm ready to tap. I paged up already.
Oh, what's the definition of hedonistic?
Cops on the block.
It's doing things for the physical feel and sensation of it. You're do it's for the pleasure. You do something for the sake of it being pleasurable. That's what it being hedonistic is.
Oh. Where'd my gun go? Oh, that's a grenade. Okay.
Paper, I can see that.
So like it's
Good thing.
So, yeah,
it's
it's-
smoke bomb.
but no, that's not what it was. He's basically saying that literally literally giving energy and attention to someone on a music stage is a foolish thing because you don't get anything back from it.
Shit!
And like you look like a fool. Like that's it's not saying that hedonistic people are wasteful. It's that like it is a foolish and stupid thing to go and cheer for someone on a stage or in a group when you can listen to music by yourself for free. Like and he then likened it to being idolatrous, like in a religious sense, like you're worshiping a false god.
What?
Because
We're celebrating their music.
but that's okay. So that's why I mentioned the thing where he converted to Islam, because this conversation I'm talking about, he's talking to a imam, like an Islamic a scholar, and essentially amongst a very fundamentalist sect of Islam, secular music is idolatrous. Like it's like you should be singing about God and not about anything else. And that was the particular
world.
and that's the particular specific strain of Islamic scholar he was talking to, basically, as he basically said he converted to Islam, or he was talking to this guy. That's the context of that musical concert thing, is that there's a very real Wahhabist strain of Islam that thinks that you shouldn't listen to secular music.
That's weird.
Yeah, but it does like fit nicely with like his beliefs, his like teachings or belief system, while he was still an atheist, or while he still claimed to be an atheist.
Bro, can you page up? I think you're the only one who hasn't.
Yeah, secret. Can you page up, please?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see where he's at.
God damn it, over here!
They're here.
Oh, okay. I don't. I don't.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it has given up completely yet.
Hmm. Okay. But yeah, like.
Okay, which room was that? Is it the one that we went into before?
Shit!
Hmm. Okay.
Shit! Fuck!
Who ran?
Okay, underneath the bed. In the room that we were in before.
Hands up.
Under. Why do they crawl?
Sorry, I just had to feel something. Do-do-do-do-do.
I don't see that. She is crouched, but it's also chem light, right?
Ah, shit! They're here!
Five-o.
Never mind.
Hands up. Drop to your knees.
Fuck!
We might be screwed if the weapon is underneath the bed. And also, there's a bunch of, like, stuff underneath this bed.
If it's not a Glock or a machete, I don't want to hear about it.
Alright, ma'am, you're coming with me?
All right, ma'am, you're coming aboard the pain train.
Set her aside so I can have a better look at the bed. Where? Oh, scary. How many chemicals do I have? Yeah, no, I can't find it, bro.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, Bladesman, if you want to host the interviews,
Excellent work, entry team.
Oh shit!
what?
Accidentally exited out.
We'll come back after these interviews if we have time.
Okay.
Alright.
Game.
Host it for us, Sunbro. I need to use the bathroom.
All right.